is up, everybody? Welcome back, Boatfin Country, and my deluxe in-house studio where I do all kinds of film production. And yeah, I'm just cleaning up after a tournament I had last week here in North Carolina. CKA, CCKF, Foothills Kayak Anglers, our joint event, the Carolina Classic. I'm also, maybe you'll notice that this is here. This is my trophy. I am the Popar Battle Champion, the reigning champ. And I was just cleaning it up because I plan on keeping this here. I'll have a different announcement about that soon. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the Team USA Kayak Fishing event held down at Lake Murray, South Carolina 2 weeks ago. I wanted to get this footage up earlier, but got busy, work, other fishing, etc. Taking care of my trophy and so forth. So didn't quite get a chance to do that. I do want to say this about that experience. Fishing for a place on a team that represents your country in the sport of kayak fishing, of all things, is just different. You're not fishing for points, you're not fishing for trophies, you're not fishing for money. You are fishing for a chance to do something that only very few people will ever do, and that is represent their country in international competition on the official team of their nation. So I gotta hand it to Team USA, the Bass organization. That's usabass.org, and its support for Team USA. I've watched it grow from a distance over the years. This year I got more involved in terms of helping out, creating content for team events and follow-ups to events and things like that, and getting the word out about this. It's a pretty amazing thing. Look it up. Go to the usabass.org website. You can read all about the USA Kayak Fishing Team there. Obviously, it's a stacked team, so it's hard to get on that team with this new qualifying format. I made a last-minute decision to drive down to Lake Murray and give it a shot, and I came this close. At least at the end of day one, I was first man out, looking in, so I had a chance. I was there. I needed a couple people to drop, and I needed to take advantage of that. Instead, I was one of the people who dropped a bit in the standings. I think it was Russ Snyder who jumped up and claimed a team spot when he was a few spots out. So yeah, like you just hear names like that, like two Bassmaster Classic champions there. It was Eric Siddiqui, Russ Snyder's. A lot of really good anglers: Casey Reed, Corey Dreyer, Jody Queen, Tim Isaacs, some West Coast guys. Got to meet Anthony Garcia finally. That was amazing. Shout out to him for winning the event on a pattern that I wouldn't have predicted. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I have to say, overall, an amazing event. Exhausting. You'll see a couple things here in the video. First of all, you'll see that I had a Primus song stuck in my head, so it was like kind of like my soundtrack for the event, and I was just rolling with it, and that bass line just kept playing on a loop, and I was like, Les Claypool, Master Fisherman, come on, brother, south of the pump house, let's go. So the Primus motivation was there, helping me catch fish. That was awesome. The bite itself, I started out top water and stuck with it. Caught a lot of my fish on top water, which is something I love to do. Of course, the Rebel Popar was there for me. Here it is. Here's one of them. The P60, the smaller one. So when you're watching the video, you will notice that I downsized. I was throwing the P71, the bigger popper. I loaded up with those. Not sure why. I think I was thinking long casts for schooling fish, you know, something like that. But after about an hour of fishing, I downsized to this. I noticed that they were chasing smaller bait with the shad spawn. So I made that choice and it worked out. I almost went with a fluke rig, but I didn't. I chose the popper instead. Noticed the cadence of the retrieve. I was starting pretty fast, but then when I got around some of the patches of grass where the bass were biting, especially, but there were two patches of grass, I would bring that popper between them and try to pause it, or at least slow it down. And usually there were fish hanging around there at ambush points, and they would eat it. So I figured out that bite. It was there on day one. Caught a limit for almost, I think, 4 fish, and then on day 2 it just wasn't there. I think I missed one, caught 2 on the top water bite. It was just tougher. There was less wind, and day 2 was tough. On both days, I started in a certain area, worked up the creek to a second area that was productive. So on both days, I caught fish out of both of my spots. But there were just fewer fish there on day 2. The wind had died, and then when it kicked up, it changed direction. I think that was a factor. Also, on day 1, I caught my best fish of the day out toward the main lake. I went out to deeper water to leave my spot alone. I did that again on day 2. Not sure if that was the best decision, but I did head out to deeper water on day 2. And had a chance at a good fish and lost it. It was my one bite that I lost that I really regret. That would have given me 4 fish on the day and given me some hope with about an hour left. Anyway, had a great time. Almost got it done. The bites just they weren't sustained enough, and I just didn't catch enough quality fish. I probably caught a half dozen that were short, so over the 2 days. Still kind of recovering, not used to a 2-day format, but I did enjoy it because the weather was really nice and I had that area of the lake mostly to myself, so I wasn't getting crowded or pushed out of spots or things like that. So it was all good. Beautiful experience. I hope that Team USA keeps that format going. The video in all is probably about 15 minutes of footage. You're going to see a lot more bites. I edited that, and you'll also see spliced in the standings. So at certain points I was taking screenshots of the standings as I was uploading my fish, and I actually saved those and put those in the video. Thanks again to my sponsors, Yak Rods, Jackson Kayak Fishing, Catch Products, and Get Outdoors in Greensboro, North Carolina, for just being great. Thank you to all my friends who supported me at this event. It meant a lot to fish for the national team, and it felt great to get close to it. Hopefully next year they'll repeat this format and I'll get another chance. It would be a nice bucket list thing to compete on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and enjoy the video.
All right, good morning. Today is Saturday, the 27th of April. I am at my customary place at Lake Murray. Around, see, there's the creek mouth. That's Crane's Landing. And, if you listen, you can hear the boats are starting to move. I got one down on that point, but he's working his way into that cove. There are literally hundreds upon hundreds of boats. I, however, am in a kayak, and my little plastic gym boat is ready to roll. We got under 2 minutes until line's in. It's 6:28. There's some frogs chirping over here, and I'm gonna fish some topwater. Why not? I'm gonna fish my way into the creek mouth and work my way up. some fish moving here. I've seen a few fish come up and surface. I'm not sure what they are. There's bait. There's structure here. And it's kind of a wild area. No docks. There goes another fish right there. One just came up here. No docks here in this little corner. A lot of flats, a lot of laydowns and stuff like that. See what I can do. The important thing is that I'm not crowded out by 1,000 boats. I can fish quietly here all day, and hopefully make Team USA. Yeah. What else? I don't know. Marked a few fish. Water temperatures in the high 60s. I can't see it too well. I got night mode on. 69 degrees, I think it says. So we had a nice mild night. And there's no cold front or anything that came through. It was warm yesterday. And breezy. And the water feels like it's like clean. You know, it's like dark and nice. I haven't seen the lake like this ever in my life. Usually here earlier in February and March. So this is good. This is good. Looks good. Let's see how it fishes. It is now 6:30. Line's in. Let's make a few casts here, see if I can't rustle something up. turtle. Another fish. Come on, come on. Got one. Don't jump. Jump. Get over here. Into the net. Oh, that's two. We'll measure. Yes. Come on, in the net. Whew, okay, great. Alright, three's good. It's good. Two's good. Three's good. Let's Claypool hook me up there. We got a couple for me. On, let's Claypool, hook me up. Boom, boodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Get over here. Yes, let's keep her. Thank you, let's Claypool. We stood by and waited to be called. Stood by and waited to be called. Pedal into my spot on Lake Murray. Let's have a little theme music. Come on, let's play pool. Not lines out, it's close enough. And done. Team USA. Till next time.